Hello, farmers. Today, I'll be discussing with you Guide to Farming Sources, Part 1. And this is Success in Farming TV. I'm your host, Dr. Joseph Deji-Folutile. I'd like you to subscribe to this channel, to like it, and also share with other farmers. I'm looking at 7 ways to mobilize farm workers for more success. 7 ways to mobilize farm workers for more success. I always tell farmers that farming is like a triangle. And you have at the tip of the triangle the farm business owner, and the other angle you have the farm workers, and the other angle you have the farm managers. And the stock is inside the triangle. So the fate of the stock, whether you are doing crop farming or livestock farming, the fate of the stock depends on the interplay between the farm business owner, the farm managers, and the farm workers. So farm workers are very, very important in any farming business. So 7 ways to mobilize farm workers for more success will be a blessing to you. If you can implement these 7 ways, you see that your farm will have more chances of making more and more profits. Number 1, pay them well in line with your budget. Pay them well in line with your budget. I know you are doing farming and you have to make profit. So you know the level of farming you are doing, and you employ your staff in line with your budget. But make sure that you are paying them well. Make sure that at least what you are going to get from that farm, you are going to also spend some of that money to also pay your workers. So don't pay them below what is expected as regards your level of operation on the farm. So pay them well in line with your budget. Then number 2, care for their well-being always. Care for their well-being always. Care for their well-being always. It is not, money is not everything. The way you relate with your farm workers is very important. If you are a kind person, pleasant person, encouraging person, a forgiving person, you discover that a loving person, people will want to work for you more. Money is not everything. I used to have a client that the turnover of staff in that company was so much because the wife of the owner of the farm, who is also a co-director of that farm, was behaving in an inhuman way to workers. And so many of them, even though you pay me, it doesn't mean that you have to talk to me anyhow. You have to treat me as if I'm a slave. So people keep leaving that complaint. So people are very important, and the way you relate with them is how they will relate to your business. So care for your workers' well-being. Number 3, forgive them when they make mistakes. We are not perfect. Even you as a farm business owner, you're not perfect. You make mistakes. But the truth is that when you learn to forgive, workers for their mistakes, you see that they want to do more the next time. I'm not saying you just be like a dazzler and then you just let things go like that. But then you can talk to them. You can discipline them. But you see, you must have this sense of not reminding them about the mistakes from time to time. It could be very damaging to energy. And so you need to also know that there are people that are in process and they will make mistakes. In fact, people who make mistakes are often very active. Some people are so lazy that they are even afraid of making mistakes. You don't want those people around them. One of the management practices is that you punish for inaction, but you reward mistakes. So because somebody who is making mistakes is making progress. And most of the miracles in code that you get from your farm business will come out of the mistakes that have been made. So forgive them for making mistakes because they will make mistakes. Number 4, encourage them often. An encouraging farm business owner is a magic. It's a magic. When you learn to forgive your workers, you encourage your workers from time to time, you motivate them, by what you say to them, by what you do to them. You have an energized team, people who are willing to do all they can to make sure you succeed. So you must be a motivator, you must be a persuader, you must be an encourager, you must be somebody who a team builder who is always working towards making progress. And people will see it in you and they want to also fall in line. Somebody said that the speed of the leader is the speed of the followers. So you have to encourage them. You have to encourage them. And once you encourage them, you discover that you are getting more from them. Then number 5, promote teamwork among them. Promote teamwork among them. There is no power like teamwork. When you are working in an organization where people are working as a team, that organization will go far. So you need to always promote teamwork. And one of the ways to promote teamwork is to not take credit for what somebody has done. Because as a leader, the tendency is to say, okay, I brought this idea. When somebody brings an idea among your team, praise it. When the other people know that you are praising an idea from their team member, they also want to come forward to to give ideas that will move your farm forward. So promote teamwork among your workers. This is the way for you to get things moving. Remember, we are talking about 7 ways to mobilize farm workers for more success in your farming business. I'm Dr. Joseph Deji-Folutile. This is Success in Farming TV. Once again, please take time to like this video, take time to share it, take time to also make comments and give us suggestions on what we want to talk about to encourage your success in your farming business. Number 6, discourage absentee workers. Absentee workers is a no-no in any business. Especially in farming business, you don't want people that will be around you and they will be coming late to work. Because if you don't do something about that, you discover that other people begin to copy them. And when they begin to copy them, and it will be worse for a farm. So you need to discourage absentee workers. You need to take step on that. When they see that you do that to absentee workers, you'll be a deterrent to others. They say, I know that if I'm always absent, this is what will happen to me. So don't take it lightly when somebody is always not coming for work, because it's going to lower the morale of your workers. And then number 7, last but not the least, deal with latecomers. Some people are not absent, but they're always late. I know farming is science. Somebody said that farming success is 5% work and 95% science. So there are some things that need to be done in your farm as part time. So you cannot afford a worker that will be coming late to work every now and then. So you need to deal with latecomers. You need to deal with the latecomers, because if you don't deal with them, just like absentee workers, they are going to affect the morale of other farm workers, and you don't want that on your farm. So these are 7 powerful ways to mobilize your farm workers for more success in your farming business. If you can implement these 7 ways, I can guarantee that you will see an improvement in your business. You will see that, because farms don't succeed, people do. If your workers are not good, I'm sorry to say, no matter what you have, no matter how much money you are spending on your farm, no matter how much equipment you have, technology you have, if the people that are going to operate those things are not good, are not up to the task, that farming business is not going anywhere. So farm workers, they are very important, and you want to get so much from them. These are 7 classic ways to do that. Once again, this is Success in Farming TV. I'm your host, Dr. Joseph Deji-Folutile. I'm going to comment on with more powerful topics for you to make sure that you make a success of your farming business. I've been in the farming industry for over 34 years, so I know what I'm talking about. So please stay in to this channel, like it, share the videos, and make comments. I'll see you again. Bye-bye. Thank you.